Most people live their entire lives stuck in neutral, neither achieving victory nor facing defeat. You know why? It's because they're terrified of stepping outside the front door and risking failure. They sit back, observe, criticize, and condemn the ones who dare to take action. But let me tell you something. The sidelines are for spectators, not champions. You weren't built for the cheap seats. You weren't designed to sit back and watch others shape the world. You were built to be in the arena, to take the hits, to fall, to get back up, and to keep moving. Because the real glory doesn't come from avoiding risk. It comes from embracing it. This is your arena. Whether you're troubleshooting a life-saving piece of equipment or managing a fleet of critical equipment in a hospital, this is where you decide what you're made of. HTM professionals aren't ordinary, and they don't get rewarded for playing it safe. You're here to lead, to solve problems that others can't, and to thrive in situations where quitting would be the easiest option. Think about this. Most people avoid defeat like it's the plague. They think safety equals peace and comfort equals success. But let me wake you up to the truth. Avoiding defeat means you're also avoiding victory. And when you avoid both, you get stuck in the worst place of all, mediocrity. Someone I respect once told me, it's okay to be hated, it's okay to be loved, but the one thing you never want to be is tolerated. Simply existing is for cowards. You might be asking, what does this mean for me in HTM? It means everything. In this field, you have two choices. You either play it safe, fix what's easy, and wait for the day to end, or you become the one who steps into the chaos, the one who takes on the hardest challenges because you know that's where growth lives. Victory doesn't come without lows. You have long nights where the CT scanner won't respond, where you'll be exhausted, frustrated, and doubting yourself. But the moments aren't signs to quit. They're invitations to become more, to rise higher, to evolve. Most people will ask, what if I fail? They'll sit in their cubicles, creating scenarios of everything that could go wrong. But you're different. You don't just think about what could go wrong, you think about what could go right. What if everything you're working toward finally pays off? What if that one decision to try when others doubted you turns into the greatest victory of your life? What if your willingness to face difficulty doesn't just help you, but transforms the entire healthcare environment around you? I need you to stop letting fear dictate your moves. Stop being scared of looking like a fool, because here's the truth. You have to be willing to be a fool before you can be a master. No one starts at the top. You don't leap to success without crawling through the mud first. Every great HTM professional, every innovator, every game changer has looked failure in the face and said, I'm not going anywhere. You want mastery? You want success in this industry? Then be willing to fall. Be willing to feel like you don't have all the answers. Be willing to fix that broken imaging device for the 5th time, even when your mind is screaming at you to give up. Because every failure is just another brick in the foundation of your future success. Here's what separates the greats from the rest. When people fall, they quit. When they face uncertainty, they back down. But the ones who win, the champions of the HTM industry, keep showing up. When you're in the middle, when you're exhausted, doubting, and questioning everything you're doing, that's when you have to make the decision. Will you stop here or will you push through? Listen, the middle is where most people give up. It's the hardest part of the journey because there are no applause, no validation, and no guarantees. But the middle is also where lives are changed. It's where your persistence transforms into results. It's where greatness is born. You don't need perfection to win. You just need persistence. You're going to fall. You're going to feel defeated. But let me tell you this. Falling isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning. Every time you fall and get back up, you're building confidence. You're proving to yourself that you can handle whatever life throws at you. You're becoming stronger, sharper, and more valuable than you ever thought possible. So when you face setbacks in HTM, when the equipment you've worked on for hours still don't respond, don't you dare quit. You're not here to be average. You're here to master the difficult, to embrace the challenge, to stand in the arena and refuse to leave until the job is done. Stop thinking you need permission. You don't need anyone to tell you that you belong in this space. You've already proven that by showing up every day. The world needs what you have to offer. The patients you'll never meet are depending on you. The doctors, the nurses, the hospital staff, they're counting on you. And most importantly, your future self is counting on you to rise, to persist, and to win. Let me leave you with a lesson from someone who embodied this spirit better than anyone. Pat Lynch. Pat was more than a leader in the HTM industry. He was a pioneer, a mentor, and a beacon of hope for countless professionals. He wasn't just known for what he built, but for how he inspired others to build. His legacy wasn't in the equipment he fixed. It was in the lives he touched, the people he mentored, and the standards of excellence he set. I only met Pat Lynch once at a meeting to get a Biomed Association started. It was in a small hospital in Hammond, Louisiana. But the way he spoke at that meeting, you could feel his passion, his pain, his success, and his dedication. He shared all of that with us at no charge. He wasn't there for recognition or rewards. He was there to give, to teach, and to uplift. But what truly defines Pat's legacy is something I didn't even realize at the time. He instilled something in me that I wouldn't understand until years later. That's the true essence of a great legacy. It doesn't just inspire you in the moment, it plants seeds that grow long after the encounter. Pat Patton didn't achieve greatness by avoiding difficulty. He leaned into it. He knew that the true impact comes when you push past the failures, take risks, and do the hard things that others won't. He built a legacy brick by brick, challenge by challenge, and never once allowed defeat to define him. His impact didn't end with his passing. It lives on through every HTM professional he inspired, through every piece of equipment brought back to life, and through the lives saved because of his dedication. And for those of us who cross paths with him, whether for a moment or a lifetime, we carry his lessons with us, applying them to our work, our lives, and our own legacies. So, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, and when quitting feels like an option, remember Pat Lynch. Remember the way he lived and the legacy he left. And then ask yourself, what legacy will you leave? Will you be the one who played it safe, or the one who stepped into the arena and gave everything you had? Here's the truth. Most people will never know victory because they're too scared of defeat. But that's not you. You're not here to play it safe. You're here to make waves, to take risks, and to leave a legacy in the HTM industry that will be remembered long after you're gone. So when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're staring at the same problem for hours, don't back down. Remember why you started, remember the lives you're impacting, and remember this: the journey will be hard, but the reward will be worth it.